Well, long before this, David Ferrie was interested in, because different religions and so on, and the CIA contacted Ferrie because he could get into, in New Orleans, he could get into studying the voodoo stuff and you know, what zombies are doing. I mean, they were interested in all kinds of mind-altering drugs. So Dave Ferrie got a ride into that because he knew Dr. Robert Heath at Tulane University. And Heath was working with monkeys, sticking hot little wires into their heads and things like that. And Dave Ferrie originally was bringing test subjects for him from New Orleans, the streets and all that, especially from the homosexual community, to get some free treatments by Dr. Heath if they had epilepsy or something like that. So that's one way that...
this question in edgewise. Lee Oswald seems to have been a very sophisticated guy. How did he get drawn into this cancer research project?
Okay, well, General Walker got shot at over in Dallas, and Lee Oswald was not happy that right after Walker was shot at, he was asked to go and distribute, you know, hands off Cuba type things, pro-Castro stuff right on the streets when the Dallas police were all hyped up. He felt like they were testing his loyalty because he, you know, fairly recently returned from the Soviet Union. But he didn't like it. He didn't think it was right. He could have been hurt. He could have been arrested, beat up, maybe even shot by the Dallas police for doing what he did. And so he asked to be transferred to New Orleans, where he had family and all that. He wasn't getting along with Marina. She stayed behind for a while until they found an apartment and all that. But during all that period of time, he happened to, he volunteered for anything they would give him. And they needed a courier. They needed someone to move between the various labs we had set up, circle of labs. To make a long story short, Lee Oswald was highly interested in science fiction. You'll find the FBI had a lot of, they recorded so many books and all that. He was always very interested in cutting edge things. He was much smarter than people believe. He was useful. He was also, I found out later that he had been asked by the CIA to kind of spy on what was going on because the CIA wanted to make sure that this didn't get in the wrong hands. Lee had a lot of experience with double agents work and all that, and he would be able to determine, you know, if it was still being kept safe.